Good afternoon, everyone, from a sunny, hot day in Pennsylvania. We got a load of reels. I think I'm picking up 7 reels. One of them going to Dallas, Texas, and 6 of them is going to Nogales, Arizona. So I'm getting ready to have all my chains and binders out, so that way we are not wasting anybody's time. So let's set this one up right here so you can at least see what's going on. Good morning, somewhere from Arkansas. I found this truck stop last night or yesterday evening around 8 o'clock, but I wanted to show you guys the load first and then talk about this truck stop. The rate confirmation was saying that I was supposed to have 7 reels. It turns out that is 9, but I'm not overweight. I thought they were just gonna put 7 reels like one after the other, but turned out that they doubled the front and singled the back. The very back one is going to Dallas, Texas. They doubled the 2 in front of it, so we put 2 chains here, 2 chains there, and we also put 2 chains in the very back. But anyway, so what I was gonna say is that last night this Volvo had backed up a little further and there's a ditch, so his trailer fell into the ditch and he had to call a wrecker to come and get him. I wanted to record, but there was really nothing that you could see, so I couldn't. But so basically I found this truck stop, which is the gas station is closed, so it's an abandoned truck stop, but somehow they're still allowing people to park over here. But look how many potholes there is. Just a lot of potholes. So what I am gonna do, I think I will just go and back up all the way like that and then go that way, because I don't want to go inside of all of these potholes. You don't know how deep they are, and I've done that mistake once where I just go inside of a pothole and then it turns out that it's deeper than I thought. So let's not waste. We are about 320 miles or 350 miles away from first drop, which is Dallas. So let's get on the road. Let's get out of here safely first and then think about delivering this load. Good afternoon, somewhere from Arizona. I didn't have a chance to record the Texas drop-off because we initially went to the address they have stated on the BOL, and we got there and there was a padlock on the door saying that like this is no longer in the business. So I called the broker and said, hey, could you give me the contact so I can call them? The broker didn't want to give me the phone number before, because I asked the broker to give me the phone number of the receiver when I got loaded, and they never gave it to me. So I was like, you know what, maybe it's not a big deal. So but when I got there, I figured, you know, maybe I need a contact just to figure where this location is. So he gives me the phone number. I call the receiver, and the receiver says, well, we moved out of there in February, so it's been almost like 5 or 6 months. I don't know why they sent you over here. Pretty much they moved to like a block away from that location, so it was not a big deal, and they only had one reel, so they were able to offload me very quick, and that's why I was not able to record. But this is the load. It is going to Nogales, Arizona, and we are 2 hours away. We just stopped to do our 34-hour reset, and tomorrow we should be getting out of here by like 5:30 or so, because they open at 8, and I just want to make sure that I get there and make sure I get offloaded very quick. I usually get my PM service in Albuquerque at a local shop. They do a great job, but since I got out of my way, I usually take I-40 to go to California or Phoenix. But to go to Nogales, well, because I dropped off in Dallas, I had to take I-20 to I-10 to get to Nogales, so I was not able to go through Albuquerque and get a PM service. So I decided maybe I stop at TA, which I was really hesitant whether I should stop there or not, because I know they won't do a good job. But then because I didn't have any other choice, I stopped. So the technician took 3 hours to do a PM service. I have never ever heard anybody take 3 hours to do a PM service. On top of that, he pretty much connects his fuel hose with a pressurized system or something like that, and then connects the other end of the hose here, and he just pressurized the crap out of the system. So there was just fuel pouring down all over the place.
Left or right? Nope.
Like 2 or 3 gallons of diesel was wasted. I did not want to give him a hard time. Obviously mistakes happen, but it seemed like maybe this was his first time doing an oil change because otherwise you shouldn't be doing a mistake like that. But I did tell the manager that taking 3 hours to do an oil change or PM service, it's out of the norm. And she said, oh, usually it takes an hour to 2. And I said, nope, a 30-minute max. So I didn't want to give them a hard time because I have worked in a customer service before, and I know how, like how bad it is to just be a rude person or something like that. But I did tell them in a professional manner that your service is not up to par. So the final delivery, and man, this place is super tight. They had me backing over here, so they're gonna offload me from both sides. But I did not unchain the back and the front. I'm just waiting for the forklift guy to show up, and then we will unchain. Because the ground is nice and level, it's okay for me to go ahead and unchain all of them, because they are sitting, well, they're being stopped by these 2x4s, so I should be okay. But if it was at an angle or anything like that, then I would have probably not unchained them. Well, there is a guy who's delivering container right there. He's also bringing reels, so apparently this place does like distributions of reels or something. Well, one thing that was super interesting was that there were 2 container guys ahead of me when I got here, so I was the 3rd person in line. But the very first container trucker was sleeping, so I didn't want to wake him up, so I went ahead and signed in after the 2nd guy signed in. So now I'm 2nd in line instead of 3rd. So that's a good part.
¿Qué vas a hacer con estos?
Me voy a tirar si quieres.
¿Me los das?
Sí, sí.
Porque estoy haciendo un engine
Okay.
y necesito eso para levantar el cab.
Ah.
Le estoy quitando todo.
Okay.
Es una liebre, ¿cómo truck?
Ah.
So, necesito esos para meterlos.
Oh, ok, sí, sí.
Ok.
¿Y estos están listos?
¿Ya están listos?
Sí.
Deja sacar el troque para meterlos en el trailer. ¿Tienes team driver?
¿Ah?
¿Tienes team?
No, él es mi papá.
Oh, ok.
Solo le gusta
Andar
venir conmigo. Sí.
Conociendo diferentes partes.
Sí, pero él no maneja.
Oh,
Sí,
ok.
solo para disfrutar, ¿no?
Ya.
Está muy enfrente, más para atrás. Más, ahí.
We got offloaded and made it to a truck stop right north of Nogales. The driver with the container asked if he could take the dunnages or the 2x4s that I had. I said, yeah, you can, because I was gonna throw it anyways. So I think it was a total of 12 2x4s, which is great, and I'm glad that people like that are using recycling or using the dunnages for their own benefits. But one thing I was gonna say, dude, the the load boards are not looking good whatsoever. There aren't many loads available. Like, look at that. For 300 miles they're paying $850, but you got a deadhead almost 300 miles to get there. So the rates don't look good, and also the loads aren't looking good either. There are not many loads available. So within 300-mile radius you have 209 loads. So, but anyways, I think it's just a matter of time. There's ups and downs. But anyways, this will do it for this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.